Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. Today is a very exciting day. Like a very, very exciting day because I am partnering with Target in today's video. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I'm just gonna leave it right there because if you watch my channel, you know Target is literally my favorite store of all stores. So I'm so excited to be partnering with them in today's video. I'm gonna be sharing my go-to products that you can purchase from Target. And I'm also gonna show you how I did this look. Now I know this looks pretty familiar because you guys know this look is pretty much my go-to look. But this is what I call my, you know how some people say your lips but better? I feel like this is my skin but better look, but makeup edition, if that makes sense. So on the days when I want to wear makeup but I don't want to sit there forever doing my makeup and I still want it to be glam, but I also want it to be as natural as possible, this is the situation that I gravitate towards, and everything on the skin is from Target. I also have a few things that I want to share with you guys in today's video that I've actually ran out of, that I, for one, will be repurchasing or that I have already repurchased. So I'm excited to share that with y'all as well. Yeah, so if you love Target, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and let's get into it. All right, you guys know I always start out with moisturizing my face. Before I do that though, I don't have anything on, I just washed it. But before I go in with the moisturizer, I want to talk about a brand that I discovered at Target this year. I feel like it's been there for a while, but I just started using it this year. So the brand is called Versed. I remember sharing this with you guys earlier this year. I did like a haul, and then I also raved about it in some of my vlogs. But y'all, this is the Day Dissolve Cleansing Balm, and I'm excited right now because I have a moisturizer from the brand that I'm going to use in today. But I'll really quickly talk about this because it's become one of my favorites. So when I first tried this out, I was blown away. Like, this dissolved every single product, every oil, like it dissolved everything on my face really, really fast, and it smells like eucalyptus. And y'all know, I hate to say y'all know because not all of y'all know, but I love eucalyptus. Like, I love the smell. It just reminds me of Vicks Vapor Rub, which is an obsession of mine. But I just love that leafy scent, and I just like how it easily removed everything on my face. So I was excited when Target gifted me a moisturizer from the brand because I told myself when I first started using this that I wanted to try more products from the brand. So today we are going to be using the Dew Point Moisturizing Gel Cream. This is a lightweight moisturizer. If you're not into those heavy, creamy, you know, super thick moisturizers, then I think you'll really like this. So this is how it looks. We're just gonna take it and rub it all over. And it doesn't have a scent either. So really lightweight, wears perfectly under my makeup. Even if you don't want to wear makeup, this is a good one to put on. But anyway, now that we are moisturized, it is time to apply a primer. Rimmel London Stay Matte. Y'all know this. Y'all knew this was coming because it is my favorite mattifying primer, and Target carries it. So we're gonna put this on my T-zone because I get oily on my T-zone. And since I have on so much moisturizer, I'm gonna spread it. I'm gonna spread the primer out around the perimeter as well. And the foundations I'm using are pretty dewy, so this will be a good little, you know, it'll even it out because you have a matte primer with dewy foundation, so it won't be too, you know, shiny on my skin. So, okay. I always like to let my primer sit. So while I let it sit, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. I'm gonna take one of my favorite brow pencils from e.l.f. It's their Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, and I use the shade Deep Brown. So just gonna quickly do my brows. Now we can move on to foundation, e.l.f. Flawless Finish and the NYX Born to Glow. Both of these, if you're wanting a soft satin finish, e.l.f. Flawless Finish. And if you're wanting more of a skin-like dewy finish, then the NYX Born to Glow. But I'm gonna mix both of these two together because NYX Born to Glow is a little bit on the warm side, and I haven't really gotten any sun this year, so my skin has been like, I have been my winter shade all 2020. So I use the shade Cocoa in the e.l.f. foundation. This is actually my perfect shade right now. And then in the NYX Born to Glow, we're gonna take the shade Cappuccino. So this is gonna go around the perimeter, and then e.l.f. is gonna go in the center of my face. So starting out with e.l.f., we're just gonna squirt about that much, and then NYX. About that much. I'm actually gonna use my Sonia Kashuk sponge. I haven't used this in a while. Y'all remember my obsession with this sponge was crazy. Like, this was the only sponge I would use. And Target also has little sets. So if you're wanting like smaller ones, I actually have it right here. Well, one of them right here. This one is the one that I use for my brows. I just blended out the concealer under my brows, but it comes in a set of 3. And this size is perfect to blend out like under your eyes, on your eyelid, like wherever you put concealer. If you're wanting like a smaller sponge from Sonia Kashuk, then definitely try out this set. I'll leave everything that I'm talking about and using down below in the description. But this one that I'm using right now was the sponge. Every time I was doing my makeup, I was using this sponge. Every time I talked about a sponge, it was the Sonia Kashuk. Because I think the reason why I like this so much is because it gets so big, and I like the bottom of it is flat, so it's easy to blend out my foundation with it. And it's not like, I don't know, I just feel like the foundation just looks so good when I use this sponge. Comment down below, what products have you purchased from Target that you found yourself having to re-up on more than once? I know for a fact I'm going to be purchasing another one of these makeup cleansing balms. And I do have a product that I'm going to be using today that I actually repurchased. So, but yeah, I want to know, what have you purchased from Target? It could be makeup. It can be, it don't even have to be makeup. It can be skincare. It can be body care. It can be clothes. It can be food. Let me know, what have you found yourself purchasing over and over and over again from Target? But yeah, the product that I purchased twice already is this concealer. This is the e.l.f. Cosmetics 16-Hour Camo. I love this more than I do their hydrating one. I know a lot of people like the hydrating one more than the 16-hour one, but this one to me is so much better than the hydrating one. Like, it's just something about the coverage. It's something about how it looks. The color I use is Deep Chestnut, and I noticed that the Deep Chestnut in the hydrating one is not the same color. It's actually a little bit warmer than this, but this is the perfect color for my under eye concealer. Yeah, this is my second tube, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm actually going to take the little Sonia Kashuk sponge to blend out the concealer. See how you can fit it right up in there? So it's not too big. It's the perfect size to blend out your concealer. Okay, y'all, another one of my favorite products is the Rimmel London Stay Matte Setting Powder. This is the transparent one. I'm going to use this one, and I'm also going to be using, y'all look at this. It is broke. Well, the top is broke. Girl, this has been going through it, honey. But this is the shade Toffee. This is the one I'm going to use to set the perimeter of my face, and then I'm going to use transparent to set my concealer. But if you're one of those people who don't like loose powders, Rimmel has really good pressed powders. So I'm just going to set the concealer, make sure it's not going to move. Another thing about the e.l.f. concealer is it doesn't really, like, it's kind of like a self-setting concealer. I mean, I always set everything, but I know some people who don't even set their concealer, like who don't like to set their concealer. So e.l.f. 16-hour camo. I don't think I can say the same thing with the hydrating concealer from e.l.f. but the, ooh, my bun just said, ooh. But the 16-hour camo concealer is definitely one that I feel like you could probably get away with not setting, because it does dry down. It's almost like a matte finish, but it's not dry. Like, it's not super duper drying, especially if you prep your skin. So make sure if you want, you know, if you don't want your skin to feel dried out, make sure you're prepping your skin with, you know, moisturizers, hydrating primers. Even though I did use a matte primer, I did prep. I'm saying prep so many times. I did make sure to use some hydrating moisturizers on my skin. So, okay, let me get the sides as well. Yeah, this is another product that I will be repurchasing whenever I use it up. I'm gonna make my way to Target. I do a lot of shopping online. So if you don't want to go inside Target, you can definitely purchase on the website. And I'm gonna sweep this away. I know it looks white on the side of my face, but I'm gonna sweep it away once I put on the other powder. But yeah, I do a lot of online shopping at Target. And they do have an option where I like to set my smile lines like that. I'm gonna let it sit and then kind of sweep it away once I get to the other powder. But they do have an option on Target where you can get it the same day. So if you, say for instance, if you're wanting some food, or if you're wanting a certain product and you don't want to wait forever for it to come, some things on Target, you're able to purchase it and get it the same day. So I have used that feature a couple of times while quarantined, because y'all know I love to shop on Target, and some things I can't wait. So I be wanting it the same day. But I'm gonna take my favorite brush, which is Sonia Kashuk. I have a black one. I don't know what happened to it, but this one is their one of their newer ones, and it's just the large powder brush. So you can get this in store, you can get it online at Target. So I'm just gonna take this and use the shade Toffee in the Rimmel London Stay Matte and just lightly brush it where I didn't set. So right here in the center of my jaw, right there, and then under my chin, just to make sure that everything is set in place. And then I'm just gonna buff away that transparent powder. And this is why it's so important to make sure that, you know, you're prepping your skin right, because I am using a lot of mattifying I cannot talk. A lot of mattifying products. This powder is matte. See, girl, I cannot talk. It is early in the morning. These powders are matte. That concealer is matte. The primer I use is matte, but my skin still feels and looks like it doesn't look too matte. You can kind of see a little bit of glow on the skin. I'm gonna take a little bit more of my Rimmel London pressed powder. I usually do this part with the loose powder. Let me stop being lazy. Let me go grab it. All right, here it is, the Wet n Wild banana powder. I like to let this sit on the side of my nose. And while it sits, I just go to my eyes and do a quick little eye look. Oh, I forgot to do my brows, like the inner corner of my brows. Y'all know I do that too, to kind of blend them out, because I don't like the choppy look. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Hold on. So yeah, I just take a spoolie from the brow pencil and I go in right here and just kind of scrape it back and forth. And when I do this, the product that's on my face right here, like the foundation, the powder, it kind of goes into the brows, so it can kind of look, it can look, you know, faded out right there. Am I making sense? If y'all watch my tutorials, you know. But if you're new, this is what I do. And of course, they're not gonna be perfect. Like, they're not gonna be identical. That's just how it always is and always will be. So, okay, eyeshadow. We're gonna take the e.l.f. Cosmetics Bite Size Palette. If y'all don't have these, I know I have talked about this so many times with you guys, but if this is your first time watching my tutorials, if you don't have an e.l.f. Cosmetics Bite Size Palette, get one. They have so many different colors. This one is the Cream and Sugar. This is more of a natural, everyday type of palette. So you have one matte, well, two mattes, the dark chocolate and then this lighter cream shade. And then in the middle, you have some shimmers. And I also have two more. These two are my personal favorites. So I have Truffles. This is more of a darker, neutral, everyday palette. So 3 mattes in here and then 1 shimmer. And then the other one I have is Carnival Candy. Another neutral, but it has a pop of blue. So 3 mattes, and then this blue is like a shimmer as well. Today I'm actually gonna take Cream and Sugar, and I'm just gonna do the most simplest, minimalist type of look because y'all know this is what I love. So, and plus we're just hanging out in the living room today. We're not doing, like, I'm not going anywhere. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of this brown right here. I'm gonna take the Sonia Kashuk tapered blending brush, and we are just gonna tap it in that color and tap it on the outer corner of my lid, just like that. This is actually one of my favorite ways to do eyeshadow, like to do a look, taking the darker shade in the palette and then tapping it on the outer corner. And after I do that, I'm just gonna take that brush and kind of blend it into my crease. I don't think I wanna put any more product on the brush. I just kind of wanna blend this out. So just take it in the crease, whatever is left on the brush, it'll go up in there. It'll start looking soft and diffused. Just like that. And then once I do that, that is when I start to kind of go up a little bit above the crease, so that way it could look faded, just like that. So tapping most of the product on the outer corner, taking it into the crease, and then kind of building it up. Well, not building it up, but kind of bringing the brush up above the crease so you can still see a little bit of that shadow, but it's not too much. Like, it's really, really soft. Y'all see that? And that's all I'm doing. Like, that is all I'm doing. I might actually dip into something else to go right here, but for now, I like this. Sometimes I still like to go in with another shadow just to go over this area, even though it looks pretty without it, but I still like to go in with something that's really, really close to my lid color. So I am gonna dip the color, I am gonna dip the brush into this lighter cream shade, and I'm just gonna tap it one time. Like, I don't want to pick up too much of that shade because I honestly don't want to take away from how it looks now. And I'm just gonna tap it right here. And after I do that, I'm just gonna sweep it over so it can kind of go into that first shade. Just like that. So that is literally all I'm doing with my eyes as far as like eyeshadow. Now I'm just gonna apply a mascara. I'm not gonna go in with any lashes, but if you want to spruce up this look, make it look, you know, more glam, you can go in with a false lash, but I want it to be as simple as possible, but still really pretty and really, you know, a little bit of glam, but really, really pretty and simple. So with that, we're gonna take the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. It's very similar, if not the same, as the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. So it's just you know, it's cheaper. and it just does what it needs to do. So we're gonna put this on my top and my bottom lashes. And then the very last step is the lips. So I have the e.l.f. Cosmetics Retro Paradise lip liners. You can get these from Target as well. I like both of these shades together. I use Nude 3 and Nude 2. Yeah, Nude 2 and Nude 3 together. So Nude 3 on the outer part of my lips, and then Nude 2 on the inner corner. And then I'm just going to top it off with a gloss. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline, one of my favorite colors from NYX. So all three of these shades make the perfect everyday nude lip, since we're going for a really soft, everyday, natural look to chill in the living room. This is the perfect lip combination for that. All right, so that is it. This is how it all turned out. I love the finished look. Like I said, this is my favorite look, one of my favorite looks, and I am obsessed with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you tried any of these products from Target. I will make sure to have everything that I use down below in the description. Thank you so much to Target for sponsoring this video. If you guys enjoyed it, give me a huge thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.